I had assumed that as long as the market was held within the walls of the priory and the taxes supported the construction of our cathedral, Kingsbridge would need no market license. I had made a foolish mistake. Now I had no option but to call on King Stephen for help. And as Aliena suggested, I joined the knights on their way north to Lincoln.
Lo único que me parece raro es lo poco que envejecieron los adultos. Como que Jack y Alina crecieron en una banda, la otra pendejita también, pero estos no, los viejos son igual.
His final battle against Robert of Gloucester, he had ordered all able men of his earldoms to fight in the north. Then, at nightfall, our group reached a large camp of Stephen's men.
Irse a dormir, recorrer el campamento, obviamente.
Many men asked me to pray with them. They were husbands, fathers, and children about to fight in a war that most of them did not understand. It was then that I witnessed Aliena's brother Richard shouting at a man. The man was in tears, saying he did not want to fight and begging to be allowed to go home. I told Richard to have pity. Full of anger, he told me that he would hang deserters himself if need be. Then the man interrupted us by shouting infamities about Robert of Gloucester and started to laugh. Richard and his knights joined in and began to cheer for the king. Richard seemed to me just as desperate as the young man, but he did not know it. His temper would not make him a just earl, I thought. But again, I hoped to see a cruel man win his battles, only to defeat a man more cruel than him, William Hamley.
El fin no justifica los medios.
After a long first day on my way to Lincoln, I found a place to rest. I fell asleep soon and dreamed about soldiers. But these soldiers were not on their way to Lincoln. They had come up the twisting hillside path to our little hamlet in North Wales. My brother Francis and I had tried to outrun them and to warn my parents. But as always when I had this dream, we were too late. King Henry's men had killed Mam and Da. Abbot Peter came to take us in, just as it had happened so long ago. But this time, in my dream, something was different. I was 6 years old then, and Abbot Peter had not yet taught us about God. But still, I asked the monk the question, why did God do that?
No fue Dios.
I had said that. It had been my voice answering the child. It was me. I was responsible for the fate of these children, Richard and Aliena. As I tried to calm them, I realized the blood of their father was still on my hands. I awoke with a start. It was as if my dream had not been a warning, but a reminder. I had sinned, and I had to atone for my sins. I prayed that I would be able to help those that had already suffered by my hand, and all of
El
Kingsbridge.
chabón se siente culpable por hacer que el padre de los pibitos confesara un crimen que no había hecho. O sea, que sí había hecho. Es medio raro, vayan a ver el capítulo, no me acuerdo bien cómo era.
After
Pero era
what
algo.
felt like an eternity, the sun rose and we continued on our way to Lincoln. As we moved, I remembered hearing that Bishop Waleran had been to Rome, and William had fought in the Holy Land. I told myself that King Stephen would eventually see these men for what they really were. He had to.
Mientras tanto, en su puta madre.
You are late. Is it done?
Yes, my bishop.
Ah, este que quiso matar a cosas.
Their builder is dead.
What about the saint?
I couldn't get into their crypt unseen.
You disappoint me again, Timothy.
Please, when did I ever fail you before today, Right Reverend?
Regan Hamley is alive.
Oh, wow.
She didn't.
No. Your poison has left her in a deep sleep. When the time is right, I will send our Earl of Shiring to finish what I asked of you. Kingsbridge will fall.
Wallen, vengativo de mierda, boludo. Ser nefasto, vengativo. Viejo de mierda. Una semana más tarde. Pasó todo medio rápido, no toqué nada. Antes de la batalla. Oh, ya se va a pudrir. Ya sabemos que se va a pudrir, por lo menos. ¿Manejo al rupestre este? No, por favor, decime que no.
Hurry up, my friend. Or do you not want to see our king after all?
Ah, bien, bien. Manejo a Philip.
I fear I must.
Then let's not waste more time. Come on, Philip.
Debo pedirle al rey Esteban que una licencia de mercado, no me queda otra. Rey Esteban, Lincoln. Vamos para ahí. Me encanta mucho el arte del juego.
Where do we find King Stephen?
Who's asking?
Richard of Kingsbridge.
I've heard of you.
Good things, I hope.
Maybe. You can go inside the cathedral.
Where are all the knights and soldiers?
I should go first.
But this is a house of God.
Me parece que...
Only 2 more days.
If they know what's good for them, they'll surrender.
I'd be disappointed if Maud would give up so easily.
My king! You have my sword!
Good! Who is that?
Richard of Kingsbridge.
Him. Now, what about those archers out there?
Me chupa un huevo.
Ah, Sir Richard, you made it.
Had a monk to look after.
You should visit our enemies, father. They should be praying, for we'll cut their heads off.
Yeah. Hear, hear.
Buah. William y su
I will
mano.
spare myself the malice and infamy.
Ah, William, el nefasto William.
There's no 2 ways about it. I have to go out there myself to see what's going on.
My king, Ranulph's archers are only waiting for you.
They know they'll be at my mercy once I've dealt with Robert the Bastard and Ranulph the traitor. I doubt they dare shoot me.
Stephen, be reasonable.
Henry, will the church for once shut up? We are at war. Ha! Wonderful. Now, I will go out there without getting shot in the head. I must know why they posted the archers up there today. Just for once, use your brain. Think.
Yes, my king.
Acércate al rey.
My king?
You? What are you doing here? Have you come to atone for having your monks write that heretical book?
No, my bishop.
So you continue to doubt your bishops, your pope.
Henry.
How dare you show your face here?
Henry! I told you I am not to be disturbed.
This monk should be thrown into a cell. Maybe then he will see reason.
What? Viejo de mierda.
Because he doubts your miracles? I have to admit, having someone walk over red-hot plowshares or putting his hand in boiling water to prove he's innocent is entertaining. I give you that.
Stephen.
But the monk is right, of course. There is a tendency that your miracles conveniently happen when the church needs them most. Whoever believes that to be a coincidence or miraculous deserves no place at my table. Philip the Prior. I remember you. I will make sure my brother won't arrest you. But I don't have time for you just now. Unless you have a solution for my problem. There are archers outside, probably looking forward to killing me. But I have to see what's going on out there with my own eyes, without getting shot. If you don't have a solution for my problem, do not disturb us. We shall talk later.
Bien, ya tengo. Tengo lo que tengo que hacer. Salvar al nefasto de mierda este de mi jefe. A ver. Es muy imponente, terminado, bien, bien, bien. Lincoln, nunca he visto no sé qué mierda. El caballero.
Today there's twice as many archers up there.
Is that not a bad thing?
I've been standing here for weeks now. Ranulph's men are probably just bored. They don't mean harm.
How can you be sure?
Listen. That's my friend over there. I've never seen him, but we do this every day. That's how I'm sure.
Se sigan entre ellos. Qué estúpido, ¿verdad?
The people of Lincoln support, but I doubt they could help him now. No. That won't keep him safe. Stephen would be just as good a target on the top of the cathedral. The men on top of the wall all carry bow and arrow. They are watching the cathedral closely, as if they were waiting for something. But for what? Maybe it will help the king if I tell him what I saw. Better not.
Bien. Oh, para, sin querer me salí del juego. Quería... Ay. Para no tardar tanto. Que salga bien, bro. Hablarles de la sociología.
My king, I would like to tell you what I saw outside. Maybe then you will not have to put your own life at risk.
Tell us what you saw, monk.
What did you see?
Archers. They were waiting for something.
For our king, of course.
No. No, no. There's more to it. What else did you observe?
Nothing more, my king.
Now that's not enough. I have to see them with my own eyes.
A ver, la concha de su putísima madre.
But I doubt that's the solution.
Escudos.
A shield could surely stop an arrow.
Un escudo ofrecerá protección contra la flecha.
No.
Rich, a ver.
What would be the safest way to face an archer?
Are you thinking of joining us in battle?
No, obvio que no.
He's finally become one of us.
Never mind.
Estos seres nefastos. Yo no encuentro nada más. Afuera no había mucho más tampoco que hacer. Para. Sí, vamos a darle la de coso.
My king, you could use a shield to protect yourself.
A well-directed arrow can pierce a shield, a helmet even.
Then why do all these men wear helmets?
For luck.
¿Qué querés que haga, estúpido de mierda?
No, that won't. Stephen would be...
Es que no tengo mucho más que hacer, o sea, no tengo más cosas que...
Our king's advisors believe it would be dangerous for him to stand out here in front of the archers.
They're right.
They are?
Don't worry. They won't waste their arrows on monks and peasants. But the king would definitely be a tempting target. Would end the war in a blink of an eye. I wouldn't hesitate to shoot the bastard of Gloucester either.
Bien, ya está, ya ahora sí que no tengo más idea, bro. Si no es esta, no sé. Ya no sé.
If you were to dress like a poor man, not like a king or a soldier, the archers might not shoot at you.
This is highly inappropriate, Philip of Gwynedd.
It is. But he's right. Robert's a bastard, but his men are not without honor. I may try it. A good idea. You are Welsh, aren't you?
Yes, my king.
The Welsh are moving against me as we speak. They call themselves kings over there. Did you know that?
I do. I was born in the kingdom of Gwynedd.
Barbarian kings. Robert of Gloucester did well to enlist them for his cause. I remember how, when we first met, you told me you were worried about Robert of Gloucester. You saw it. I saw it. But no one else at this table did. Now he'll arrive in 2 days' time to fight us. Tell me, Philip, why have you come all the way from Kingsbridge to see me?
William Hamish. Vamos primero por el del...
I have come to you to tell you that I made a great mistake.
What is that?
I have conducted a market without a license.
Is that so?
Yes.
It was my fault. I thought the church did not need a license.
Did you hear that, Henry?
Yes, my brother.
My brother makes that same mistake all too often.
The Earl of Shiring, William Hamley, broke the pact I had made with his parents and you, my king. He stopped supporting our cathedral with stone and timber.
He had a right to do that. And he is a loyal friend of mine. You broke the law.
Yes, my king.
But I consider you a friend as well. I hereby grant you the same market rights as Shiring. It would be a shame if you didn't finish your cathedral.
Thank you. Thank you, my king.
¡Viva ese
What's
rey!
going on out there?
Of course. That's why all those archers are up there. Robert of Gloucester is not attacking in 2 days. He's attacking today. To arms! It's an ambush. Do not use the front entrance. They knew that would draw us out. I need my horse.
Bro.
As Stephen and his men went to face the approaching army, his brother, Bishop Henry, urged me up to the top of the cathedral. His fear had made him forget about our dispute. I had never been that high up.
Pray with me, Philip. Pray that Stephen will win, so this war can end.
I closed my eyes to pray.
Y me fui para abajo.
And as I had 5 years ago, in my heart I sided with Stephen. And I prayed for him and his men. And as I did, I realized that ever since the dream about my parents, I had not prayed. What if, as in the dream, my prayers would not be heard now? I begged the Lord to make me see. To make me see that he was there.
Philip, look!
I was too far away to understand what was happening.
Robert's men! They're winning! Stephen is lost!
It felt like the world was spinning under my feet. I was afraid that I would fall. I closed my eyes. And then I saw.
Se pudrió una banda. Oh, entró en alta droga el monje.
They're breaking through the church doors!
¿Qué onda?
Where are the women?
And then I knew it was us. Only us. No devil to harm us. No God to protect us. Only us.
Solo el hombre. Está gustando mucho la historia del juego.
Philip was gone for 2 weeks. We had no idea what had happened to him.
Ay, el hermano de Alina.
We had other things on our mind. Ali and I.
Are you sure we're alone?
Right now, there's only you and me.
Look at that.
Told you.
I hope Philip and Richard are all right.
Me too.
Estoy casi seguro que el padre y la madre de Jack son gente muy
Say,
grosa.
Jack,
Más que nada
have
el
you read
padre.
our book?
What about you? What did you think?
Well, I thought you said
No, this is Philip's fault. If all this falls apart because he set up an illegal market, he alone will be responsible.
I have faith in him, and so should you. Who else could save Kingsbridge if not him?
Do you still remember the text?
¡Tremendo rey!
Do you?
Deja de rayar, viejo de mierda.
¡Tremendo rey!
I think I remember one part.
Oh? And which one was that?
Before me, she stood. Her clothing set aside.
No había X video en esa época, pero la cantidad de novelas no porno que deben haber inventado.
All of it.
And the
Debe haber más novelas no porn que videos en X video.
At all.
Continúa Lina.
Oh, his shoulders and his arms I saw and I caressed. And then his chest, a form made to be felt and touched.
Careful there.
Oh, oops. Sorry.
Don't be.
Opa, se está picanteando la cosa. Continúa ya.
How flat her belly beneath her slender waist. Her flanks, what form.
¿Qué te dije?
What perfect thighs.
Tremenda novela no porno.
Yours are remarkable as well.
That's not how the text goes.
Is it not?
Maybe it is.
Estaba re distrayendo.
Why recall each aspect? Nothing that I saw lacked perfection. As I hugged my naked body close to his.
Ali.
Yes?
I love you.
I love you too. I always will.
La waifu corresponde.
Did you hear something?
No.
Se pudrió una van. Bueno, ahora calculo que...
Jack. You and me.
It is us. Only us.
Hey, Philip the Prior.
El rey Esteban se
Mark.
olvidó. Ah, está preso.
That's better. Never let them see you weak. Stand tall.
Vamos.
What is there to look at, monk?
Why do you do all this?
Because I want to. No god, bloodline, or fate made me king. I took the throne. I chose to rule, and I chose to fight. And I'm not done yet.
Is it worth all these lives?
To best Maud? By God, yes. It's a game that I intend to win.
How many died?
What?
How many people died?
Ah, no, el hermano de Alina no murió.
Too many. I even lost my horse. But Robert is not an animal. I'll give him that. Or we wouldn't be here.
Richard!
Don't draw attention to yourself. Not when they have you in a cage. Not if you're the king.
Why am I in here?
You are with us, are you not?
I prayed for your victory.
God is not a reliable ally these days, is he?
La verdad que sí.
How do you explain that? You were right about William Hamley.
How so?
The moment the battle took a turn for the worse, he and his men switched sides. The Earl of Shiring is fighting for Maud now, and for Robert.
William Hamley is only fighting for himself, and for Bishop Waleran.
He's over there. Thank you.
Opa, mi hermano. ¿Qué haces, bro?
Francis!
Oh, Philip.
Of course. You came with your master, Earl Robert, did you not?
Yes. When I heard from Bishop Henry that you were in Lincoln, I started looking. He thought you were dead.
Not yet. It is good to see you, brother.
Henry said you came because you need a market license.
Yes.
I think I know someone who can help. I'll have you released, and then we will go to Winchester. Just be patient for a moment.
What about you?
My loyals will make their moves. The game is not yet over.
If you want peace, if you want to save the lives of the innocent, you have to give up.
Never. That's the only thing I'm not good at.
Then there really is no hope.
So this is your brother?
Maude.
I have heard much about you, Prior. Your brother has supported our family for many years now.
¿El Papa ya cambió de bando?
And we remember those who are loyal to us. Hereby I grant Kingsbridge the same market rights as Shiring.
The same rights?
The same.
Thank you, my queen.
Thank you.
The bloodline is restored. Not long, and my son will take his rightful place here on the throne.
All will be as it was. I will be a just king, as Grandfather Henry was.
Peace will be restored in England. Do you have anything else you wish to tell us, Prior?
No. Nothing.
Thank you, my queen.
No la quise picantear, no la quise picantear. En tu honor. Quiero que termine el capítulo, así, bueno, ahí está, justo. Intimidado por Ellen, Timothy contó a Waleren que Tom está muerto. Bien. Soñaste con tus padres, Aliene y Richard. Descubriste los acontecimientos que desembocaron en la batalla de Lincoln. Francis consiguió que Maud consiguiese una licencia de mercado. Tras los horrores de los que fuiste testigo, perdiste la fe. Vamos, Dios, por fin dejó de creer en el barbón de mierda aquel. No hay que tener fe en algo de arriba, hay que tener fe solo en el hombre. Only the man.
In the last 2 days of the Fleece Fair, we have collected more money than we did during the last 3 markets combined.
Is the Earl of Shiring not opposed to us doing a fleece fair of our own?
The law protects us.
And our Lord.
Yes. Our time of trepidation is finally over.
It will never be over.
What did you say, Philip?
Nothing. The music is too loud.
Our prior is right. The display out there is not appropriate for our monastery.
The fair will be over soon. And by then, Kingsbridge will be self-sufficient.
Opa, ¿qué hace el Wilder? Bueno. Vamos a ir dejando por acá. Estaba esperando el momento que me dejara guardar. Ahí está. Perfecto, gente.